ODI Nation, Gabe.
Nick, the wicket keeper.
Guys, and we're here today to bring you guys another installment of our 3 Wickets. Man, New Zealand versus Bangladesh. It was our first stream of the week, okay? And right off the bat, let me start off by saying this. I got on there yesterday about 6 o'clock. And you guys know my relationship with Kane Williamson, okay? I did not appreciate what he did to my West Indies, okay? Just disrespectful.
251?
Gosh, we don't talk about such things.
Oh.
Okay, it's like Lord Voldemort. He who shall remain nameless. All right, but
Gotcha.
I was tired of being on a losing streak, so I was like, yeah, I'm rocking with New Zealand. All right, I'm like, I beat Nick to the stream, so I'm picking first. I'm rocking with New Zealand. I can't lose, right? It's New Zealand versus Bangladesh. In fact, people, when we put out our weekly schedule, we're like, oh, it's gonna be a one-sided match, guys. You shouldn't stream that match or whatnot. I forgot that ODI is 8 hours, so even though it starts at 1 a.m., we could still watch part of it. You know, the end of it actually in the morning. That's on. You know, that's my bad. Whatever, it is what it is, guys. You already know whoever sets up the stream. If it works well, it's Nick, and when it doesn't, it's a Gabeism. It is what it is. All right, it is what it is. But with that being said, people were like, you know, it's going to be a one-sided match. Last time Bangladesh got all out for, what was it, 135 or something crazy like
131.
that. Bro, it's a no-brainer, right? You can't lose. So as I'm watching the game, let me start off with what I hated. Okay? Okay, what I hated, Nick. I've been saying New Zealand has the best defense, the best fielding, period. Right? I've been saying in that series versus Australia, they have 80,000 fielders. It's like guacamole, bro. No matter where you hit a ball, they got guys there. All right. How many drops did we witness during this match? There had to be at least 6, bro. There had to be at least 6. I'm like, what is going on? It's like you can't make it. It's like Groundhog's Day. You can't make it up. I can't compliment them because they make me look bad right away, bro. The drops were ridiculous, bro. Are you kidding me right now? And I'm like, are we letting Bangladesh into this game? Does New Zealand hate me that much that they would intentionally lose a game just to ban me for the country? All right, I got Kiwis looking for me all over the place. I was like this all night, every hour. Oh my gosh, this thing's still not over. Wake up! I was restless, bro. Restless, because had New Zealand literally lost this game to Bangladesh, I think I would have instantly had 50 DMs in the morning with people asking me not to support their teams anymore. Okay. Matter of fact, I think Australia already did it. People blame the Gabba on me. Like, we haven't lost at the Gabba for 50 years. All of a sudden, Gabe roots for Australia and we fall. You know, I'm telling you, there's so many places around the world I can't go, Nick. It's ridiculous. Only people that can't take me back is the West Indians. Because listen, that's my blood, baby. You're stuck with me. You're stuck with me, okay? But please, if you're watching this right now, tell me there was not a minute that you guys actually thought, oh my gosh, New Zealand might actually lose this. It was insane, bro. Insane. I cannot believe it. And I absolutely hated the drops. Drove me crazy. The drops drove me crazy. Now, before we left the stream, everybody was talking about, man, Gupta is going to be important, right? Martin Gupta is going to be important because they went from saying this is a laugher to, oh man, Gupta's going to be important.
Most important wicket.
Bro, 20 runs, 24 balls, 883 strike rate. Not very good as an opener, right, cousin? Nichols, 13 runs on 18 balls. Your opening partnership, and together you guys can't even give me 40, 50 runs? Come on, stop it. Then you get Devin Conway, 72 runs, okay, not out, beautiful. I went back and watched the replay. Nick, what's your favorite way of batters getting out?
Run out.
How do you think Devin Conway
Don't
got
tell me it was a free hit.
No,
this is ODI.
It's ODI. It wasn't a Moeen Ali, by the way. It wasn't a Moeen Ali.
With no communication with his partner.
It was a run out. And I'm like, come on, bro. it's like they were playing so lackadaisical. Did you feel that as you're watching the stream? Like, oh, we dropped it, not a big deal. Oh, we got this anyway. We're gonna beat
I felt
Bangladesh.
it from both sides, to tell you the truth.
And I'm like, what is going on in this game? It drove me crazy. I did not get the sense of urgency, bro. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And the last thing I'm gonna say is Jimmy Neesham. If you're a Jimmy Neesham fan, bro, 8-10 economy rate. He got pumped. 9 overs, 73 runs. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Nick. Who's he playing for in the IPL?
I think Mumbai, right, as a backup.
Oh, Jimmy Neesham. Oh,
but he had a nice little kick for the run out.
Yeah, he got that little kick for the run out. Exactly. But bro, it's like, you know what? You can't make it up, Nick. You can't make it up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was super stressed out until until I saw when I woke up at 6. Oh God, thank God they won this game. I was seriously gonna doubt myself, man. I was gonna go to church. I was gonna order some blue soap from Renil because it was like, what is going on? Oh, Nick, what did you hate, my friend?
The thing that I disliked the most was this was Bangladesh's game to win. They should have won this match. And you're talking about no sense of urgency. I felt that way through most of their batting innings. Most of their overs. Now you have, and I'll get to him in a little bit, you have one guy that got over 100 strike rate. Great performance, right? But I just felt like so many times they hit the ball. We could probably get a run, but no, we're just going to stay right here. We're not going to worry about it right now. Or they would hit a ball and it would just kept going to the same fielder. They weren't trying to change the placement when they're hitting or trying to go the offside when they should be going the onside. They should have won this match. They lost by 10 balls. 10 balls. They should have won this match. And there was some overs where it was just like, can you score something? Can you move? Can you stretch a single into a double? Like, please. So that's what I hated because I just did not feel like they were trying their best to get the runs. It was almost like they were surprised they were in the match for as long as they were. As far as their bowling goes, I really don't have too many issues, right? The worst performance was from Mustafizar, but his economy rate was just a little over 7. He got himself 2 wickets. I mean, maybe all the wides. I mean, they had like 13 wides for crying out loud, but it was just the lack of a sense of urgency. And no, that wasn't a Nick rant, so I don't want any comments like, wow, that was a horrible rant, Nick. I'm not ranting. I'm just saying they could have taken this match from New Zealand in New Zealand. That would have been insane. And I really do. I blame the lack of urgency.
You know what? That's a very good point. And, to your point, there were 17 extras on the New Zealand side, bro. That's a lot of wides too. That's a lot of, and you're just like, guys, it was like a sloppily played game. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you, and they were 24 on the Bangladesh side, 24 extras. That's just, you know what I mean? That's exactly what we're talking about. You're giving away free runs, and you can't do that. You just can't
think
give away
about that, Gabe. If all those extras go for a run, you're talking about New Zealand needing 24 runs on I may not be understanding this correctly, but 24 runs on 10 balls or something like that. I'm not sure if the math works out that way, but it would have been a tougher chase is what I'm trying to say.
All right, what did I like? All right, what did I like on New Zealand side? First and foremost, I like that they won, so I'm not banned from New Zealand. All right, that was going to be another place, bro. I've got like a little whiteboard here of places I can't go. You're like, nope, can't go there. Jamaica, anti-Buckner, anti-Campbell, not allowed there, bro. They got my picture at the airport there. Don't worry about it. You're banned from a place or two, Nick. I've heard here tell that they got your face at the back of milk cartons in England. The Brahmi Army still looking at you, looking for you. They're not happy what you said about Joe Root. But all jokes aside, bro, I'm glad they won because it would have been rough. You know what happens? It shakes your confidence when you think you know a sport, right? And you think you know something. Like I do the homework. Guys, we put in time. We watch so many matches, and when we don't watch the matches, we watch the highlights. And when we don't, we're doing research online. It's not just, turn. And it's like, do I know what I'm even talking about? Like, it drives you crazy. And listen, I acted like it doesn't bother me, but anyone else, I think it was a 2-month dry spell. It was at least a month and a half dry spell where I couldn't buy a win against Nick. It was so bad, bro. So frustrating. So I'm glad that they actually ended up winning this one. That was tough, man. But Conway, he's a special player. Okay. I saw Conway go off against Australia. Surprise, surprise. And I'm like, man, this kid could rake, bro. He could absolutely rake. And I think that Conway is a player that's going to play big for them moving forward. They also got Tom Latham, who had 110 runs on 108 balls. That's century. A century. Congratulations to him. He put in work. And even though I got on Jimmy Neesham earlier, bro, 30 runs, 34 on 34 balls. That's almost 100 strike rate. I'll take it. New Zealand can rake, bro. And even in a game where they played this sloppy, they were still able to chase it down and win. I think New Zealand is because we didn't see so much of them, I put them down there. But the more I watch of New Zealand, yes, they are better than England. They are better than my West Indies by leaps and bounds. And you know what? The proof's in the pudding. They just beat Australia, right? So they're better than Australia. And you know what? And I was one of those people that said, hey, they got all the home games. They don't deserve to be in the WTC. Well, dude, you can only play the record that's, the teams that are in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I was almost disrespectful when I say they didn't deserve it. But watching some of their guys play, I mean, Nick, there's no Kane Williamson on this squad, all right? No Kane Williamson. All right. Just think about the big dogs. All right. When you throw those guys out there, India's gonna have fits out in it's Southampton, right? They're playing at Southampton.
They moved it, yeah.
They moved it. It's at Southampton. It's gonna be an unbelievable WTC. And now I understand why they almost controversially almost won the championship versus England. England ended up winning it, but there's a lot of controversy in that game. This team is legit, bro. This team is legit, and even with a bad performance like this, they ended up pulling it out. So, I mean, that's what I liked. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, New Zealand is a factory for amazing cricket players, and they're not going away anytime soon. Reminds me of my San Diego Padres, by the way. All right. So what did I like? I love the fact that we had two guys in the Bangladesh lineup. I love the runs that got themselves 70s in this against New Zealand and their, pretty formidable bowling attack. We first had Tamim, and Tamim almost got caught and bowled by Jamieson, right? The rule that we didn't know even existed, that you had to follow the process of the catch, which we understand now. Gabe doesn't like it, but we understand it now. Tamim almost got taken out after like 30 runs or so, but he took that advantage. You see it all the time. Someone gets dropped, and then they take advantage of it. But how did he get out? A run out from the kick save and Butte from Neesham. And then you had my man, Thun. Mathun got 73 off 57. He was the one guy on the squad that had a high strike rate. He stayed in there for a while. He was doing everything he could to try to get things kickstarted. And he would have like a few boundaries in the over, but the partner wasn't able to reciprocate. And it was tough that way. He could not get a decent partnership going, but I loved everything that he was doing because he was trying so hard, just like Tamim was. And Tamim had a decent partnership with Sarkar and with Raheem, but, they were just lacking that great partnership. And then on the bowling side, absolutely loved some low economy rates here. We had Mahidi Hassan, and we've seen this guy. I think he got a fifer in the test squad not too long ago. He didn't get any wickets, but he only gave up 38 runs in 10 overs. And then obviously you have the man Another Mahidi Hassan. What is going on? It's like the same name but a different spelling. Holy cow! That got 42 runs given away with 2 wickets on 10 overs, low economy rate. We're talking about the 3s and the 4s. They did everything they could to try to make New Zealand struggle more on that chase. And I love the pressure that they were putting on New Zealand. It just wasn't enough. Someone please in the comment section, let me know, like, same first name, same last name? Are these guys related in any ways or just like a crazy circumstance or a coincidence or whatever? But I love the fact ultimately that these guys made it a match. Again, I think it was their match to lose, to tell you the truth. But they made it a match. It is not easy to go in New Zealand and push them around. And they did the best they could, and they almost walked away with the win. And I love that.
Nick, 2 things I learned, and you already talked about one of them. The rule that I hate, which again, think about it. This is a rule that benefits batsmen, right? It adversely impacts the bowlers. Like most leagues, not just cricket, they always want to see more and more offense, right? So they got a rule that basically states you got to complete the catch. So even if I catch, but the ball cleanly he had to catch, but if my momentum is taking me down to the ground and the ball touches the floor, even though I've got my hands firmly fixed around it, it's not a catch. That doesn't even make sense. It's just another rule to give the benefit to the batsman. Honestly, that's what it is. Give the benefit to the batsman, and it drives me absolutely crazy. But it is what it is. What I learned, I think, the most is, bro, that this is a team that had no Kane Williamson out there, okay? No Loki Ferguson. Some of the other names. I mean, Bolt was out there. Jameson was out there. Your boy Kyle Jameson. I know you're feeling better about that because, they spent some money on Kyle Jameson.
$1 gazillion.
A gazillion dollars. So this team is in all 3 facets, because now we've seen them in tests, we've seen them in T20, and now we're watching them in ODI. They're stacked, bro. New Zealand is stacked, and I think it was the lack of exposure of actually watching them play that I didn't realize how good they were until I'm like, oh my gosh, this team is actually stacked. It's brutal, you know what I mean? So I just learned how good they are, and that just makes me more excited for the WTC. You know what I'm saying? To see New Zealand, and it's just one game. It's test, but it's just one game. It's not like a series, so anything can happen in one game. And man, it's so exciting. This really, really makes it, because you want to see a championship, and you want to see a game, Nick, when you watch one that goes back and forth, and it's the momentum shifts from team to team. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want for a game. You don't just want a completely one-sided game what people expected this game was going to be, because then it's boring. And that's what I thought. I said, man, India's going to steamroll these guys. I don't know, man. I've watched now, a lot of New Zealand in the last month, because people were like, Gabe, you got to actually watch them play. And man, from their test squad to their T20 squad, now to their ODI squad, they got some gamers, brother. They got some gamers.
Yeah, I mean, what I learned was actually from the audience is about Bangladesh's team. Bangladesh's team, in my opinion, is on the rise. And they said in the comment section a few times in our live stream, they had said from where Bangladesh was just a few years ago to where they're trending is very, very impressive. And you got to give all the credit to the coaching staff, to the scouts, to, their own cricket board, all the different things, the different organizations that are putting up the talent and bringing this talent up. If you're a Bangladesh fan, you're super excited, right? Because what most people know on YouTube about Bangladesh is the Nidahas Trophy, right? And how that went down. And so they have come a long way from what the audience is saying, and you can see it out there. They almost beat New Zealand in New Zealand. So, I mean, I love watching different squads play multiple games. We've seen Bangladesh before. I don't think we've seen their ODI squad, so it was nice to see that. Nice to see some new players, to your point. Nice to see New Zealand and their ODI squad. I'll be able to see some of those players. And I just learned that, cricket in Bangladesh, it's going in a good direction. They may not be with the big boys yet, but, don't be surprised in 2 or 3 or 4 years where it's like, oh, not Bangladesh. These guys are tough. So very proud for all their fans. You guys got yourself a good one. Glad that they put up the fight. Still think they should have won it, but that's okay. Let us know what you guys think. What are your 3 wickets? What are your most important thoughts about this match? I know this is not one of those marquee matchups where everyone had to get up on CFA and watch the match with us, but I'm glad Gabe chose this match for us to check out to get to know new players. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And Gabe, final thoughts, my friend.
Final thoughts, man. Right now, we are so close to the IPL. I'm so excited for it. You know, it's going to be such a wild summer for us, Nick. We get the WTC, we get the WCC championship, we got the T20 championship where my West Indies are defending champion. We've got such a great year of cricket ahead of us. I'm so excited for it, brother. But those are my parting thoughts, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, that's 6 runs.